Hello, we are here, we're playing this. Really bright. Preferences, text speed, no, no. Okay. Turn. Okay, so let's get to it. Adrian presents Heaven Gates. Hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving or a good day. Vincent Fidel is watching a small trail of ants go by. His gaze remained disinterested. Yeah. Okay. I approached him out of curiosity. Oh, winged ants. That's rare. They're so small. That's good. Bugs are yucky. Look. He gets up from his knees and steps closer to the ant trail. We must be guides. We must be guides to them, don't you think? With those words, Vincent picks one up. Oh shit! He gonna be like smushed rear gorge. Just one tug? Oh shit! Wow, what the fuck? I was right. Just one tug and wings ripped off with an alarming ease. Stop it! Stop it! Let it go! Why are you being so upset? Oh, he did? What are you being upset about? Just because we are bigger doesn't mean we should hurt them. It's just a bad blow. Mom says even the smaller lives matter. My mom says bugs are annoying. If you don't stop, I'll tell the nurses. The boy simply gets up and leaves. What's with him? I'm guessing he's got a tumor that's messing with them and making them act all out. From that day on, I decided I don't like Vincent Vanilla after all. Taza! It's lunch break. Everyone's trading stickers and hoarding Taza. A recent fad amongst kids. Vincent is surrounded by children who are marveling at his collection. Oh, this one's super rare. Where'd you get it? It was in my chips. Lucky. Do you want it? Can I have it? But I don't have anything good to trade you. I don't mind. I have a thing where he's gonna be good and the other guy obviously bad and he's like, why don't people like me? La 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 la. Okay. Just choose one that you don't have then. Trade with me too. Me too. What are you looking at, Charlie? What are you talking to Charlie. Want a treat too? No. Mom says chips are bad for health. Boring. Vincent, look! I have the hologram ones. Oh wait, I keep getting them mixed up. What's so special about him? He has a pack of tattoos. Last night I tripped and dropped the box with the classroom turtle that I was carrying. Nurses yell at me and make me stand in the corner for half an hour. I blame it on Vincent too. Well, I mean, you accidentally did it. It's like, oh, no, you gotta be careful. Please be careful. Mother. When I'm 5, we moved into a flat swarming with cockroaches and pigeons living on the balcony. Why is this place so dirty, Mom? The person who lived here wasn't very cleanly, his mother answered. I want to go back home. I tell her, why did we have to leave? We won't be staying here for long, dear, Mother says, and I want to believe her. Surrounding dirt makes my skin crawl. Later I overheard our neighbors talking, and I learned that the former owner was a drug addict. Died of overdose, they say. When I raise my voice, Mother tells me to be quiet. And when I walk around the house, Mother says my footsteps are too loud. And when I become excited, Mother reprimands me for misbehaving. Sounds like he has ADHD. One evening, she has a breakdown over unsorted clothes in the drawer. We're talking normally, then the next moment the house is filled with shouting and sounds of my clothes being violently thrown on the floor. There must be something that else she's angry at. I'm too young to understand this. I apologize over and over, promising I won't do that ever again, as if I committed a grave sin. I'm sorry, Mother. I can make everything right. I won't become a burden. Aww. Concert! Oh, like no one's gonna show up for him. We're having a concert to celebrate autumn. Our nurses is wearing dresses with paper maple leaves sewn into them. I recite a poem out loud, trying not to mess it up halfway. It has 4 lines. I'm so nervous that my voice comes out too quietly, even though I recite it perfectly. Vincent's got 6 lines. It must be because the nurse thinks he's the smartest of the group. Hell, he even goes to chess club. Vincent recites the poem in a monotonous voice like he doesn't give a care. Vincent almost is the last to be picked up by his parents. Sometimes no one comes and he goes home alone. I tell Mom about that and she totally freaks out. How can a child go home by himself? She exclaimed, shocked. What is his parents thinking? I don't know what to say. Valentine's Day. Everyone gets tangerine Kinder Surprises for lunch. Aw, they're older now. I get sick and throw up onto my festive shirt. I didn't like it much anyway. Mom did though. Vincent is at the nurse's office too. He tripped and scraped his knee. The nurses are drawing a net with a green antiseptic. The scrape seems bad, but he's not even wincing. He's staying blank. Doesn't he feel pain? Maybe he's actually a robot. I want to ask him that, but my headache is too strong, so I ignore him. Hey! No. All I want to do is go home and watch cartoons in bed. Thankfully, Mom comes to my rescue. After all, I stay at home for a whole week. New stage of growing up. Time passes. The kindergarten graduate album is filled with pictures of other kids running around and a macro photograph of myself in some type of medieval clothing from the photo shoot. My favorite one, but I'll never admit that. I barely contain my excitement for the first day of school. Vincent goes to a different one, but it doesn't matter. I didn't like him much anyway. Friends! Elementary school is boring. I solved all the problems in my math workbook in one evening. As the consequences, end up dying of boredom at actual lessons. Shouldn't be there a faster way to do it? As the school day passed, I get excited about my intellectual abilities that I point out other people's mistakes every time I notice them. Oh shit. The girl sitting next to me seems to enjoy my company, mainly because she gets to copy my answers during the test. In the meantime, I find a new way to make friends. All you have to do is buy them food. Oh no, baby. All you have to do is buy them food or share yours. Then everyone will gather around you, excited to get sweets for free. No, that's not how things work. I mean, sadly it does, but it shouldn't. I spent all my pocket money on snacks and still end up being chosen last at PE lessons. It takes me some time and after school beating to learn not to poke my nose into other people's business. It's not my fault people cheat on tests. I'm just doing what's right. At least that's what I think. Apparently people don't like snitches, nor do they like being responsible or proper. I'm doing everything not to be a burden. They're giving it all to cause trouble. I feel like this will take some time to sink in. Over the years, I learned to keep my mouth shut. From a moderately talkative kid, I turned into a complete class ghost. By the end of our 4th year, everyone still calls me by my last name. Reunion. In middle school, we see each other again. Vincent looks more frail than I remember him being. Maybe it's just I've gotten taller. When he sees me, he smiles. In fact, he smiles to everyone. The unusual, unchanging blank expression that he had in kindergarten is gone from his face, replaced with a mask. Oh shit, okay, whatever, well. It's unsettling. I don't smile back. Somehow, we end up doing a class project together. By the time I gathered the courage to ask someone to invite me, everyone else has found a partner. But there was an open spot in his group. The 2 kids just wanted easy marks, so the other 2 is actually ended up working. Vincent is surprisingly nice to work with. He's a good team player, very considerate, and gives his all to complete the task. A complete contrast to most of the kids. For the first time in a while, I have fun working sending over the presentation files. Great work. Let's do our best tomorrow. He's thankful for my effort. That must be the first time in 5 years of school. So I'm so moved that I put his name first on the project title slide. It's the project presentation day. Vincent, who was chosen as our group representative, has a clear and powerful voice. Unlike me, who gets anxious, that I start to jumble on every word, earning giggles from my classmates. I hated myself for it. Regardless, our group gets the highest marks. Maybe teamwork isn't half bad, I catch myself thinking. Reclaim. Vincent loses consciousness during one of our PE lessons. I never really noticed it before, but he has the worst stamina in class. While I fail at the speed test, I can endure running long distance just fine. However, he looks completely exhausted after a few laps. Overhearing one of the conversations between teachers, I learned that Vincent has health complications. But now he's running again. I heard he has a weak heart. Or was it anemia? He's the best student in class. Maybe he's pushing himself too hard. People like that don't live long. Wow, what a dick. My uncle died from a stroke. Really? Isn't dying? The possibility had never occurred to me before. Maybe children don't think too deeply about life and death in general. That'd be kind of nice because you're just not naive, but kind of is. Where it's like you're enjoying everything. I look at him sitting on the bench near the teacher watching us run. We never talk, but I've been watching him for a while. So to me, it feels like we share a connection. Henrietta Hall. I often volunteer to stay behind on class duty. Henrietta Warhol gets bullied into it. The other girls call her smelly and cow tits. Rude. And make her do things instead of them. So right now she's enthusiastically scrubbing a dirty desk with a wet rag. You should use detergent to scrub this off. Don't tell me what to do, Ayler. Why are you even here? It's not your turn to clean. I like cleaning. Or more like I can't trust anyone with it. Everyone's too sloppy and lazy to properly clean all the dust. And I think he, not really OCD, but like, I don't know, maybe OCD. Just thinking of sitting behind a dirty desk makes my skin crawl. Weirdo. You can go home. I plan to stay after lessons anyway. I have piano class coming up in 2 hours. Just enough time to clean and do homework. No, I'll stay. They're waiting outside. If I go too early, they might think I'm slacking off. Damn, that's complicated. Okay. We clean in silence. I really don't know what to talk about with her. Henrietta doesn't seem like she's up to discussing homework either. Henrietta? Yes? Give me your hand. Huh? I place a candy in it. Here, good work today. Carrying snacks around still remains as a habit of mine. Might as well try to win Warhol's goodwill with it. Henrietta stays weirdly silent. There isn't anything wrong with it, right? Oh, unless you don't like barberry flavor. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. Henrietta awkwardly stumbles out the classroom without saying so much of a goodbye. Weeks later, we start talking during lunch break sometimes. The other girls mock and tease her for it, but Henrietta learns to talk back. Maybe she's more confident about herself when she feels less alone. I get it. Okay, listen up, Eiler. We are going to get rid of your acne. I'm going to send you a list of skincare products and food to avoid. But Mom, no buts. And for a clean freak, you sure hate looking after yourself. Pass. Mother never tells me anything about her past or father, and I never ask. It is something we never talk about. All I can do is listen to her occasionally cry at night and keep quiet about it in the morning. She's holding up well, but I can't help but to worry that one day she might trip and fall and never get up. The thought makes my hand itch, and I spend 10 minutes in the bathroom trying to wash it off. I wanted to grow up and become someone that she can depend on. Oh no. Alone. It's quiet in the library. I hunched over the freaking thing. I'm trying to get up and I think during the cold it gets stiff, this like thing. Okay, I'm hunched over a language workbook trying to fill in the blanks, but all the letters come out jumbled. I read them over and over again until the pages are filled with illegible scribbles. Is he stuck in his mind? Faye peeks over. Okay, no mind. Faye peeks over my shoulder like nothing's wrong. Doing some homework again, Miss Wiltshire? Why do you have like 4 eyes? You do know you're not obligated to do it, don't you? Oh, Charlotte. It's for a friend. Ah, so that's why you can turn them down. Because you say they're your friends. Is that imaginary? What's so wrong with believing? Wait, is it wrong to believe I'm sorry? No, of course not. Miss Wiltshire is a very earnest girl after all. Too gullible for her own good. You see, what your so-called friends used was a keyboard. A password doesn't mean anything. You heard it and immediately thought the meaning you had for it. You may thought the other person meant, I want to help and understand you, but in reality they mean, I want to use you for my personal need. Sure, they could have been honest with you, but would you be doing this for them if you knew the truth? No? Alright. But that doesn't make them evil per se. If they were the main character, I'm sure the viewers would understand their ways of thinking. Is this a foreshadowing? Craig runs his fingers over a messed up sentence and stops at the period mark. The true evil lies in Muddlelord's Michelle Wishar. Remember that. I absently looked at the ruined workbook. Still, if I don't do what they said, I'll be left alone. This is all I'm good for anyway. Don't do that, baby. Baby, don't do that. Freya leans his head onto mine, but I have no strength left to shove him away. You know, that's not true, Miss Wiltshire. It's in mind. Yeah, it's in a mind. You just want someone to make you feel better about yourself, even if it's someone you despise. But don't worry, I know all the words you want to hear. You may feel like you're never doing enough, but in reality, you're always doing your best, aren't you? School trip. During the first year of high school, we go on a school trip. I don't have anyone to make promises about sitting together with, so right now I'm left with three choices: A, sitting with a teacher, B, sitting with one of the class boys, and approaching Miss Fennell, who happened to have a seat open near him. Why not? I decided the latter is less evil. May I sit here? Not at all. Thanks. Oh, now that I think of it, it's the front seat. I shouldn't be taking it. You can just change with someone if they get car sick. I, for one, can't sit in the back. I always get dizzy. Sucks to be you. Vincent laughed dryly. His laughter doesn't reach his eyes. Crap. I just messed up my second informal conversation with him. By the time I gathered myself again, Vincent is long since asleep. His head is bumping against the bus window in small intervals. I bring out my PS3 player, but minutes later, everyone decides to watch an action movie. The loud sound doesn't seem to bother Vincent, who is sleeping with earplugs. I should have brought some too. In the end, I settled on watching the movie and losing track of time. By the time we arrived at the hotel, it's past midnight. I get a room with three guys who doesn't mind me ditching them during the night success. At best, they'll get drunk and play cards in someone else's room until sunrise, and at worst of them brought drugs, maybe both. We get up the stairs and unlock our room. It has a bed and a shower. It's so perfect. My classmates leave the room as soon as they finish unpacking. As expected, they don't bother inviting me anywhere. Glad they know I hate having fun. I spent half the night sketching ideas for comics I might draw someday. All of them feel like I've seen them before. In the morning, I emit light of freshness. I like being early. The hotel dining room is dead silent, like a cemetery. Out of my classmates, only some girls and Vincent are present. I decided to drop into the seat near him. Morning. Good morning. I didn't see you last night. was getting my beauty sleep. Did you party with everyone else? Of course. I have to admit, I have a hard time imagining you drinking. Why, I have high alcohol tolerance, and like many, don't remind me. I woke up the sound of someone puking in the toilet next door. Unpleasant, isn't it? My face says it all. The images of Vincent downing alcohol like a glass of juice seems really funny to me, so I can't help but to laugh out loud. Vincent gives me a questioning look, so I quickly try to change the topic before he asks anything. When I drink, I become sleepy. Boring, right? Haha, is that so? I thought you'd be the type to talk a lot. Nah, if anything, I shut up for good, then fall asleep. I think I'm the type that people would call an ambulance for because they drunkenly think I died of lethal intake. You sound like you speak from experience. Well, the trip itself was nothing. Art museums never interested me. During one of the excursions, Henrietta gets lost and I volunteer to look for her. Thankfully, I spot her at the statue near the museum with a dead phone. Henrietta doesn't let go of my shirt until we get back to the group. The night at the hotel on our way back didn't go smoothly as first one. This time I have to share a room with a guy who doesn't mind the other people seeing him make out with his girlfriend right in the room. So I grab my jacket and make my escape. It's already past curfew. Probably not the best idea to spend the night on the hotel stairs, but whatever. Just as I start to doze off, someone shakes my shoulder. Lur, you'll catch a cold if you sleep here. It's Vincent. Thanks. I didn't mean to fall asleep. Why are you out this hour? I just wanted to get some fresh air. I do enjoy night walks. We're not allowed to leave the rooms at night, you know. Well, you're the one outside your room, Charles. Then may I ask, why are you here? I guess I'm not a fan of voyeurism. No, that sounds bad. Forget it. Huh? Okay. I'm guessing there's problems with your roommate? Yeah, that's a pleasant way of putting it. I could use less pretty words, but it'll leave a bad taste in my mouth. Vincent looks at the night sky. It's nice here. So quiet, I don't have to wake up to shouting. I don't know what to say, so I just pick at my skin. Sorry, I said too much. No, that's fine, pitiful, awful. None of these seem to fit. I'm not someone who should comment. We sit in silence for some time. That's being said, do you plan to return to your room? No, I'll wait it out a little bit more. I see. Well, good night then. Night. Thanks for keeping me company. It's my pleasure. Half an hour later, I return to my room to find my classmate sleeping soundly. This asshole fall asleep thinking that would be nice to go somewhere with my class again. Passwords! Vincent, would you mind joining me for lunch? Sure, I'm gonna grab something to eat. Is it at the usual place? Yes. I'll be going ahead. then Vincent likes to go eat outside. It's more quiet here. He says, after the class trip, we start hanging out more often. Sometimes he'll invite me for lunch, like today. They look older a little bit. Don't you think the education system is flawed? Vincent brings a hand to his chin, thoughtful. Depends on what you define as flaw. If the main objective of education is discipline, then it's essential to have a hierarchy. I'm really thinking about the things we learned. Today's test, for example, do you actually know the entropy of isolated systems never decrease mean? Can you explain that? No, not really. I just learned the amount I need to know to answer the question. See? You only learned the answer because the teachers wanted to see. Not only will you forget about knowledge, but you will have no clue what you are writing about. We're only learning keywords that we don't know the meaning of, and we don't gain any practical knowledge. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. If you can't find use for theoretical knowledge, then it's meaningless, right? However, I wouldn't use this statement as an excuse to slack off or accuse people of using bad teaching methods for all that matters. Right. I just wanted you to hear me out on this. If given the opportunities, I would like to change something myself. It'd be ridiculous to tell others how to do their work. I'm relieved you understand, but I think it's not just the education system that uses keywords, though. Words that carry meaning litter our speech every day. Then the mass media is just entirely made out of them. It's just a template phrase that are guaranteed to cause a reaction. While the hidden objective may be entirely different. Yeah, like the articles bashing the local art exhibits are actually written to promote them. Oh crap, I think the break will end soon. You still haven't finished your food. Don't worry about me. We hurriedly finished our modest lunch and went to class. Puberty! Why are you going through puberty now? I thought you guys were like 15, 16 now. Shit. Okay, the older we get, the more disturbed and obnoxious everyone becomes. They're trying to connect clumsily, erratically, which I understand to some degree, but I have always been fine on my own company. Also Vincent, but he can be tiring too. Sometimes he starts ranting on subjects I don't understand, which gets tedious. Like hell do I give a damn about politics? Go back to your containment board, for God's sakes. Henrietta isn't a saint either. And I actually am masochist for enjoying being bath-mouthed by her. At least she has the same horrible taste in anime. Miss Warhol, you absolutely have to consult me on dating sims. We could make a fortune off this. Fuck off, Eiler. It won't sell. Here, at least. And don't talk so loudly. The other girls we hear. It's your fault for trying to seem something you're not. So how about it? You mean a Dujin circle? No, I've never written a finished story in my life. Let's copy the popular tropes. everyone wants a thing they're used to. Just go away, Eiler. You're a bother. Go pester someone else. Dr. Miss Warhol always uplifts my mood. Have you heard of the Heaven Gates? They're an organization that preaches that our world is controlled by alien puppeteers from another world. Fucked up, right? Does that mean our world is more real than ours? What is real these days? Hold on, let me save. Let me save. You think we could be saved if we refuse to be actors on the stage? Maybe we should leave altogether. Oh, is it talking about doing that thing? The very not really good thing. What's up with these emergence of these web cults lately? You mean Heaven's Gate? Actually, I helped copyright the contents for the site. What? Really? Of course! Any kind of content has curators. This one was meant as a prank, though. You don't actually believe that we're puppets on a string, do you? The text you wrote was awfully convincing, though. Haha, I minded. Why Heaven Gates, though? We wanted it to be big despite being a prank. Doesn't it sound like something promising? Yeah, it sounds prestigious as fuck. If it doesn't mean anything really. Just like the Heavenly Kingdom doesn't exist. So an empty promise of virtue, huh? Still, isn't it? Kinda dangerous. People might believe you guys for real. That would be silly, don't you think? Oh shit, what the fuck happened to him? Mr. Hamnico. Do you think I act more rational if I killed my remaining emotions? Felix. I don't believe we can be rational without feelings. Patients with prefrontal cortex brain damage cannot experience emotion. To them, any decision seems as good as the other. For example, when I think about killing someone I care about, I'm overwhelmed with horror. It goes on without saying I'll never do it on a whim. These feelings are essential for rational thinking. Self-inhibiting the prefrontal cortex functionality as a side effect, right? I've been saying this the whole time, but consuming it isn't doing anything you any good. You'll lose the ability to distinguish the weights of one decision from another. And that means killing me and eating cookies for breakfast will be morally equal to you. My point is, killing your emotions will only worsen your overall mental state. It's okay to care, Bennett. Bennett croaks a laugh. Vincent peeks over my shoulder, startling me with his voice. Are you writing something? This barely counts as writing. Bennett steps over the bench. Oh, we're writing that. Charles was writing that. of the bench now facing me directly. Are you dissatisfied with what you're making? No, not exactly. More than usual. It's just I don't know how to communicate my thoughts to others. The whole plot looks too intriguing. I stopped reading. I stopped reading after the first page. Huh. Do you think your readers are stupid? No. If anything, it's my own fault. I'm a clumsy writer, not theirs. Then do you not trust them? I don't. I mean, I really want to. But I'd be lying if I said I did. I see. If you can't bring it around no matter what, why not prove that you yourself can be trusted? Vincent leads closer into my personal space, making me recoil a bit. Oh shit, he's like that thing where he was before. Show them you've done your research, that you're knowledgeable about the subject you're handling. You're involved as much as your reader is, that you're prepared to bear your mind and soul. His presence, something overbearing. Vincent leans over me. My breathing hitches. I feel small. Wouldn't I be making a fool of myself if I admit my weaknesses? Yes, it'll make you vulnerable. It'll leave you in the open, naked in public, guts out. Come, cup of feel. For $1.99 only. What the fuck? Thrilling, right? Yeah, Della, you be the one in control. Are you telling him he should be like someone on the streets? No. I might be very confused about this because it was your conscious decision to reveal the information, and you hold the power over it. With those words, Vincent leaves my personal bubble and drops on a bench beside me. I think I'm misunderstood. Ugh. Having nothing to hide puts you both at an advantage or disadvantage, but in my opinion, that's worth it. I suppose there's one way to go about it. If it were me, I'd rather have the work exist separately from its author. If anything, I prefer working as anonymously as possible. Yes, I'm not saying my approach would work for each and every person. You should choose what suits you. More importantly, don't underestimate your readers. Make them feel like your story is the best thing they will ever experience. Make them feel like they can only feel that way with you. And there you have it, a story you can be proud of. The way you put it sounds like you're selling your mind to others. Huh? That's it. I call it sharing. Besides being sincere in your work with result in flavorless throwaway text. You want it to write disposable garbage like that? Mr. Fennel, you're intense. That's a lot of knowledge for someone as young as you, Mr. Fennel. I'm just saying what I've learned from more experienced writers. And I'm supposed to really passionate about writing. Oh, I didn't know. Are you writing something too? You just looked like you needed advice. Were the words I chose enough? Yeah, thanks. I owe you one. Actually, would you like to read what I've written so far? I think I could use some feedback. Sure. Don't expect any mercy. Bring it on. I bet you my notebook next week. Then there's a lot of writing, so you can take your time with it. Our conversation is cut off for the ringing of the school bell. You can take credit for it. During our final high school year, Vincent joins the school student council and invites me to do the same. Didn't you mention that you wanted to influence the school life, if possible? I believe it's a great opportunity to do so. I think it's not a good idea, but rather ability to convince others, which is something you have. And right now I'm using it to convince you to try it. I'm so persistent. Fine, I'll tag along. Success, you'll definitely regret it. Ha 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 ha. Huh, wait, that's the opposite of words of encouragement. Ha ha ha. It's past 6 p.m. and we're one of the last students leaving school. I stretch out and allow myself to let out a prolonged yawn. Today's meeting was so tiring. I need a no people day soon. I can understand that. This is Vincent who talked during the whole meeting. How do you even have the energy for all that arguing? Haha, I just enjoy a good discussion. More like uncivilized discourse. Everyone was basically trying to shout louder than the other. Dylan, isn't it? I can't believe you. I'm joking. It was indeed a bit tiring. I'm not a big fan of the noise. However, I don't feel like going home just yet. Is this family abusive? That's why he's being like, ee. And the mother's like, oh, yes, they're positive. Well, the weather's not bad. I was planning to invite you for a walk anyway. Alright, we should walk in silence for a while. Good plan. I let my vision lose focus and feel the world around me slow down. Feeling energized, I spent the whole evening leisurely studying subjects ahead of the program. Social media! We're waiting for the next class to start. Henrietta sits near me on the windowsill, dozing off with a calm textbook in her hand. I'm so tired of social media. Everyone's talking so much, but no one's talking about things that really matter. And I feel bad for contributing. Henrietta yawns and stretches and pinches my nose. What do you think people should be talking about then, Genia? Who are you to decide what matters and what doesn't? Shut it, I know, I'm just saying how I feel. I feel so tired. Your judgments are useless then. It's like wanting a teenager melodrama to have a deeper meaning. Want something profound? Read a book. Or go talk with Detective Fennell. He's like a combination of a therapist and saint, so no wonder you love that. Ways to trivialize him. He's like a god, a human. You just be biased because he validates you. Okay, good point. Still, I don't get it. What's so good about him? Aren't you singing him praises just because he's polite? Just because he has human decency to make an effort to be kind to others. He's hardworking, reliable, and after Talking to him, I always feel like I ascended to some new level of human conscious. He also appreciates the concept of personal space, unlike someone. Are you done yet? Now you're just being jealous. Go fuck yourself, Eiler. See? No human decency. Vincent would be like, would you kindly back off? That's the same thing. Haha, might as well be. I wonder if he's ever gotten angry at someone. He just has a high self-control. I lost mine somewhere along the way when I tried to prove that I'm not a doormat for others to step on. So she's conscious about her attitude after all. I mean, Henry is the best Henry. Actually, any Henry is great. I can't tell you not to worry about it though. But I like you the way you are. Okay. Possession! Vincent comes over to do a research project for school. I welcome him into my room with rubber gloves still on my hands. Eiler, you look so proud of yourself. Of course, cleaning's done. Clothes ironed. I can focus on schoolwork in peace. Good. You seem to be especially scrumptious when it comes to organizing. I just can't seem to focus when there's something out of place. I end up thinking on a single sheet of paper and lying around unsorted instead of doing something useful. Oh, but that's not the worst of it. Must be tough. My workspace isn't very organized in comparison, although I don't have many personal possessions. Don't like stuff piling up. That too. And perhaps I'm not very sentimental. I briefly wonder that's really the only reason, but decided not to press on. Let's change the topic. That being said, remember when we were all about collecting stickers and stuff? Yeah, everyone was crazy about trading. I still have my collection. I can't bring myself to throw away my cat toys too. It's kind of embarrassing. Why? You must love them a lot. Having things you love doesn't make you seem infantile. Well, yeah, but when you put it like that, what about you? What about you? Do you have your favorite stuff? No. I only bought popular things regardless whether I like them or not. Oh, I see. Then I throw them away as soon as I become useless. Oh no, that's foreshadowing. Hello, Donator Master. How are you? This is Heaven's Gate. Basically about stories in between three people. Mainly one, but mainly three. And they're just like growing up together. At this moment, Vincent's gaze seems empty. His face didn't convey any particular emotion, even though he was smiling, which felt horribly out of place. For a second, I felt like we were talking about bootleg Digimon stickers, but something entirely different. Well, I see. You must have no interest in maternal possessions too. That's admirable. Vincent pauses for a bit, then answers, yeah, that must be it. Oh, something happened where he couldn't have that. He's like, no, I can't because I'm a burden. That's what I think. This word sounds hollow. Uncertainty. The sun is about to rise. Henry's fallen asleep on a beanbag with a joystick in his hand. Henry comes to hang out on weekends. Sometimes she brings her brother, whom she begrudgingly babysits. We play video games and eat snacks. When Henry's not in a school environment, she's far less stressed out. Even her voice sounds lower than usual. Crap, your brother is good at rhythm games. Yeah, use them as you like. If you need to score full combos. That's all he's good for anyways. Aren't you being a little harsh? He deserves it for being a lazy ass. Have you seen his grades? It's like he made it a goal for himself to become the worst student of all year. Maybe his mind just works differently from the rest. True, Charles. Yeah, that too. But for the most part, he just wants to play that MMORPG all day. I want to help him, but I want a break from all this shit. I'm tired of working at a part-time job to help parents sustain his lifestyle. You know how much, addiction, how much console games cost, and that monthly MMO subscription, gacha pools, and merchandise, and you get my monthly salary. Oh yeah. Yeah, he should be having a job himself if he wants that. Your parents don't have to buy all of that, you know? No, she should be like, well, they don't, because I do. Henry says they motivate him, so if they don't do, he just refuses to leave the room. Oh, brat. Jeez. Henry looked at the ceiling, complicating something. Tyler, I was thinking, yes? Aren't we actually dating? What? Henry starts counting on her fingers. Look, this is this time I'm staying over. You take me out for nice food and carry my bag when I'm shopping. That's like friends. You even look after my brother when I was busy. Aren't all those things just a decent person would do, Miss Warhol? I fail to see your point. Aren't you the one who's always like, I wish someone would call me princess and take me on cute dates and we'd buy matching outfits and cuddle on the sofa? Henry nudges me with her elbow violently. Yeah, you're far from that. Please don't use that squeaky voice to imitate me ever again. Still, what should we call this? Friends? Does it need a specific term? If you're talking about becoming each other's possession, then I'm against it. No one ever belongs to anyone. Yet some reason everyone thinks it's a meaningless string of letters that can bind people to them. Isn't it normal to want something you can call your own? It rubs me the wrong way. That would mean treating others as commodities, which in turn contributes to a mindset and strength to a capitalist society. You just had to bring your pointless philosophy into it. Just say it in normal people words. Sorry. I just don't know yet. Henry sighs. Well, me neither. Hold on, let me try something. Henry leans in and kisses me. So, how was it? It was supposed to be this amazing good thing that every story leads up to, but he didn't feel anything out of the ordinary. Well, well, what if it was for someone else? I think it'd be the same. I'm not too comfortable with physical stuff. Is there something wrong with me after all? Want me to hit you? Aren't you one of the who keeps going on tirades about everyone experience life different? Just because I don't understand doesn't mean it's your fault. Sorry, I just feel like I'm constantly letting people down. Then find a downer like you. Jeez. I stopped worrying about it. Just look at Benadryl, being comfortable in his own company. Vincent is always surrounded by people, though. He only started isolating himself just recently. I've only talked to him a few times. It felt like he wasn't even there. Shit. Dang. I'll find it later. Once I keep messing with it, it'll get easy to mess with. He's not really listening to what you say. So my conclusion is that he's full of shit, but at least he's content with it. Maybe he's just bored of you, around you. Maybe, but he's like that literally everyone. And you kind of suck at reading people. I bet Tenenbaum is the kind of person who populates a planet with clones of himself and be happy about it. Where did this come from? If I cloned myself and had my personalities divided into parts, it'd end in a mass unalive. Now you're just being weird. Anyway, I guess it's stupid trying to try to mold you into something you're not. Even if you do everything a romantic partner would, it's pointless if you're not really feeling it. I'm sorry. There you go again. It should be a thank you, shouldn't it? You're right. Thank you, Henry. Paralyzed. I wake up with a headache and stumble into the bathroom to brush my teeth. I look in the mirror and notice that I only blink with one eye. Weird, but whatever. School proceeds as normal until I start feeling extremely fatigued during fifth period. Something's not right. I end up calling Mom. She always knows what to do. It seems like your son has Bell palsy. It might take around a month to recover. Great, out of all the rare illnesses, my body decided to get this one. Missing a month of school before exam sounds like the worst case scenario. It's just half of my face staying unresponsive, yet my whole body feels numb. I can barely focus on the phone screen as I message back to Henry, who's curious enough to investigate my son's disappearance from class. You okay? I got hospitalized with my face paralyzed. The fuck is that? The fuck is that, indeed? One of my eyes can't blink, my mouth is stuck in a convoluted grimace. Thank God no one will come around to visit. I close my eyes wonderingly and hope that the numbness will go away in the morning. It doesn't. Hospital food is tasteless. That doesn't matter since I'm not going to be discharged today. No one stays at the hospital for more than 2 days unless you're fatally injured or ill. Mother asked her acquaintance to give me a ride home. What followed were 2 weeks of pill, 24-hour sleep, 2 more weeks of staring at the ceiling because my mind couldn't focus on anything. Henrietta came to visit while you were sleeping. She brought some printouts from school. Bless her. Among the stuff Henrietta brought, I found a notebook with Vincent's name on it. I hope you find these notes useful. Get well soon. I'm mortified. I ended up being a burden to them both. I try to shake this feeling, be sincerely grateful, and end up being choked by guilt. I'll have to catch up, become better, be more capable. If I'm not ahead of the others, then what my self-worth is no better than zero. I need to thank people who care about me soon. When I finally become able to come outside after what felt like forever, the anthuriums were in full bloom. Yeah. Vincent has his nose buried in his notebook lately. He's definitely writing something, but I never pry. I'm thinking there's 2 ways to go about writing. To be the one in power or to give powers to your reader. You can write a piece so flawlessly and complete that your awestruck reader will render speechless, or create a flaw, seeming incomplete work, prompting the reader to contribute with better ideas. Which do you prefer? Playing God or making a fool out of myself? Tough choice indeed. Though, the latter sounds less pressured. I take that one. That way the readers can become co-creators, even if they get laughs at my expense. I see. Besides, if someone considers ideal, you can only make copies of it without creating anything new. That doesn't sound too creative to me. More importantly, would your choice be? Me, well, what do you think? You rather play God? I think you wanted to leave it at a rhetorical question. How's your grade coming along, by the way? Well, it looks like I'll be one of the few people invited to the awards ceremony. Well, you're amazing. Ha, I didn't really have a choice. Do you think you will be able to graduate with honors? Nah, I totally blew my chems and math grades. It took me a bit of time to come to terms with that, in fact, that I'm not smart. I wish I didn't grow up thinking that doing well in academics would guarantee me a secure future, though, or anything really. Right now, I just want to keep to sleep with my life, and I just want to sleep my life away. Haha. By the way, how's your mother feeling? She's okay, surprisingly enough. I'm doing my best to help her too, even if we're working in retail. I'm sure of it. She used to be far more violent than before. Never laid a hand on me though. It always something else. Utensils, clothes, books. The only thing I regret. The only thing I regret is that as a kid I tried to make her less aggressive by saying I unalived myself. That was extremely selfish of me. You were a child. You didn't know better. Still, it's just so weird. Out of all the solutions my 4-year-old mind had always jumped to unalivation. Vincent touches the bruise on his cheek, always somewhat consciously. I guess I just wanted to guilt trip her into Carrie. I see. So that idea isn't foreign to you too. What do you mean? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry. Sounds fishy. But as long as you don't want to talk about it, I'll bug off. Thank you. I would hate to be pitied. Visit. Maybe I shouldn't have come without wearing a warning. But it's Charlotte, so he wouldn't mind that much. I'll just return his book and go home anyway. Click. It's open. Huh? Gee, when will they fix this lock? It's already been a month. Since it's been like this. This place is already a hellhole. Oh, she's gonna find something she shouldn't. It would hurt them to be more effort into making it a bit safer. The elevator's taking too long. Did someone just come in? No! What's going on? Trigger warning, I don't know what's going on. Keep quiet and no one gets hurt. You bitch! Stop screaming. Help! I hear someone opening the door. The floor is above me, a dog barking. Rita, he ran away. I can't stay here. Blood. Ring. Who could it be? Maybe I should pretend we're not home. Andre! There's a trail of blood behind her. Dripping, staining on the floor. Damn, she got stabbed! Holy shit! What happened? Shit. Okay, don't talk. Mom, call the ambulance. Henry, I'll help you lie down, okay? The blood will get everywhere. Don't worry about it. It's going to be alright. If her lungs isn't punctured, that is. Here. Sorry for the makeshift scarf pillow. I'll get your real one in a bit. I'll try to stop the bleeding now. But I only have theoretical knowledge about it. Forgive me if it hurts. Mama will Google the right way to do it, so trust us. Henry stays quiet. She must be in shock. I help her take off her shirt and look around the room, trying to focus on the blood oozing out. Most definitely a knife wound. Okay, they should do it. Trigger warning, blood! I throw the blood-stained shirt into the cold water and let out a sigh. The ambulance arrived quickly. I follow her to the hospital, hoping there's nothing serious. It's probably something serious. When I see Henry again, she has the same absent-minded look on her face. What did they say? Now internal organ damage. It's going to leave a scar. That's good. It sucks. Why do things like this happen? Can't everyone live in peace? She begins to tear up. Why must I be cautious of every person I see on the street? Why must I be so scared of walking alone? I'm scared too. Ever since we moved into that place, I've been paranoid of every sound. We got rid of the cockroaches, but the neighbors stayed. Want me to get you some pepper spray? I have some in my bag. I hate it. The fact that you speak of these things like they're nothing out of the ordinary. But they are ordinary. My mom got stalked by some psycho for over a year. I got smacked with a broken bottle on the street some time ago. Our neighbor's dog got mauled by a pack of strays. Life is full of misfortune with that. Fuck that. It's unfair. It is. But there's nothing we can do about it, can we? I mean, you can try attempting to fix it. You're always like this. Ignoring the problem instead of doing something about it. Miss Warhol, what? And what's up with the sudden formality? I didn't get to ask what exactly happened back there. I don't get it myself. Everything happened so quickly. He told me to stay quiet, but I screamed my lungs out anyway. Maybe he just wanted my purse. Maybe something else. And it's freaky and scary. I don't know. I wanted to return the book. I just wanted to return the book. And I turned it over and cried into a pillow. Okay, examination over. I'm going to disinfect the equipment. You can get dressed. Thanks, Mr. Honker. So how was it? I don't think these bruises will ever heal. Unless we skin you and replace the tissues completely. Yeah, I don't think you wanted it. Even though you're emotionally dead from unless medicated, it's going to hurt like hell. Can't laugh about it. If it's a smile, I can always give you one. See? Just like I was taught in the labs. Stop it, that's not funny. It's weird, Mr. Honkner. I'm so desensitized to cruelty and violence that I no longer feel saddened or shocked by them. I don't think I'm capable of crying either, or feeling anything really. Everything is just mundane. Well, humans are adaptive species. If all you see every day is atrocities, you can't help but to get used to them. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because I said anything. You hate being sober that much. When I am, I start having thoughts. Or I'd rather not think, Mr. Hokener. That should be your thing to do. Good night. Well, he's right. It's not really something I should concern myself with. I have to focus on my research while I still have the time. Love! We're strolling in the park after school again. The weather isn't particularly good, but I have an umbrella with me. Vincent doesn't seem to mind the rain, but I do, so I follow him like a butler of a rich household. His throat is bandages. If Vincent doesn't bring it up, I don't ask. We stop at a small bridge. Oh, there's something that I've been meaning to tell you for a while. No, wait, is it a love confession, Mr. Fennel? Almost. I've been writing a novel. Oh, what is it called? Adrian Mac. Sounds fancy. I'm still in the process of writing it, and frankly, there's a lot to do, but I have published some chapters already. If you're willing to give it a read, I'll be happy to share. Of course, I mean, you can't write badly. Haha, thank you for your trust. It's a collection of short stories centered around the one divine being. It needs a lot of improvements, and I don't expect my target demographic to be older than myself. Still, it's a work I love dearly. The first time I've heard him use love in a regular regards to something, I should read it soon, I thought, yet ended up postponing it until the very last minute. One's writing is the mirror of one's soul. I was afraid of my imaginary construct of Vincent shattering upon looking into it. watching. I'll probably be back tomorrow to play this. And yeah, thank you for watching. Join my Discord, !DISCORD, and type it in and you'll get a link to my Discord. And for YouTube people, you can check my description or just see the link I just shared. So I am going to go. This is a nice game and I like it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.